Good day, peace lover, light seeker, beautiful heart, beautiful friends, wherever you are, good day. It is a deep happiness to meet you again and again, especially in this guided online meditation. In the process of waiting for the 1,000 friends in the process of joining together with us, usually thousands of friends join our guided meditation. We still have another 10 minutes to wait for 33 minutes past 11. By the time that we are waiting for 1,000 friends in the process of joining, let me refresh your memory about previous session. It is about finding the best friend. As I keep sharing to all of you, one of the important characteristics of suffering soul, illness, disease, they have no friend, both inside and outside. That is the most important characteristic of suffering soul. In this 10-minute session, I will invite you to meet the most beautiful friend. Among 7 billion people on earth, there is only one person who can be your best and holistic friend. And that person is you yourself. If you rely too much on your parent, especially, your parents have their own problems. If you have to rely on your wife or husband, husband and wife also have their own problem. In this cycle of time, if we expect too much from the others, you will easily dissatisfied. For that reason, before expecting someone else to be your best friend, first of all, learn to be the best friend of yourself. Let me repeat once again, since this message is very important. Among 7 billion on earth, there is only one who can be your best and holistic friend. And that person is you yourself. In order to transform yourself from worst enemy into best friend, the first step, remember to forgive the past. To a certain degree, we all have soul wound in the past. Even holy souls like the Buddha have soul wound. But in order to make you yourself to be the best friend of yourself, remember, forgiving the past. The mistakes of the past will stop to become the mistake if you focus on the lesson. That is the key word. As soon as you focus on the lesson, not focus on the mistake will stop to become a mistake. The mistake will transform itself into your own best teacher. That is the first step to transform yourself from worst enemy into best friend, forgiving the past. The second one, when you have inner conversation, inner conversation is the most influential conversation because that is the longest conversation. That is also the conversation that has been done by all people from childhood and old age. When you have inner conversation, focus on talking something to be grateful. There is always something to be grateful, even from the worst thing that happened in the past. When you talk to yourself in solitude, at home, in the office, remember, talk only the grateful sides of life. The first one, forgiving the past. The second one, remember, inner conversation which is full of gratitude. As I keep writing in social media especially, gratitude can double small happiness into big happiness. Your daily life which is full of small happiness can be transformed into big happiness if you transform it using gratitude. The third one, in order to meet the best friend inside yourself, remember inner contentment. You may work hard, you may learn hard, but whatever the result, embrace with inner contentment. Do all the best. Embrace the result also with all the best. The combination between forgiving the past, inner conversation which is full of gratitude, and at the same time you have inner contentment inside. You transform yourself from the worst enemy into your best friend. As soon as you become the best friend of yourself, the best friend from outside will naturally come to you. As natural as butterfly visiting beautiful garden, as natural as cool tree visited by singing birds. In short, do not expect too much someone else to be your best friend. First of all, be the best friend of yourself. As soon as you are your own best friend, good friend from outside will naturally come to you. As natural as butterfly come to the beautiful garden. Repeating the previous message, one of the most important characteristics of suffering soul, they have no friend both outside and inside. What is the medicine? First of all, be the best friend of yourself. By forgiving the past, positive inner conversation and inner contentment. As soon as you have best friend inside, good friend outside will come to you. The combination between good friend outside and best friend inside, that is one of the most beautiful healer that available here on earth. So that's why it is not coincidence. One of a famous expert on epigenetic in US, his name is Dr. Kenneth Palatir. The title of his article is "Good Friend is a Good Medicine Too." Remember, good friend is a good medicine too. How to make a good friend? First of all, be the best friend of yourself. As soon as you are the best friend of yourself, you will invite the coming of the good friend outside. The combination between good friend outside and best friend inside, that is one of the beautiful healer that we can have in our life. That is also one of the best spiritual nutrition. In the past, it was only written in the Holy Scripture, but now it has been written by many scientists. One of the clearest scientists in this case is an expert on epigenetics. His name is Dr. Kenneth Palatir. Good friend is a good medicine too. What I mean by good friend, first of all, be the best friend of yourself. Then the best friend inside will invite the coming of the good friend outside. That is one of the beautiful healer that you can meet wherever you are. The combination between best friend inside and good friend outside. What I mean by empath is the sensitive people, the highly sensitive people. There are both negative and positive sides of being sensitive. The negative sides, you can be easily hurted, you can be easily harmed. That open the gate of disease, illness. But the positive sides of being sensitive, you can listen to more messages here in the universe. you can be easily well connected. Since you are sensitive, you tend to be understand the others much better than the unsensitive people. When it comes to the quality of loving kindness and compassion, the sensitive people can open the gate of loving kindness and compassion much easier than the unsensitive one. That is the positive side. Now we are going to share to all of you the beautiful flowers to empath. As I shared to you last month, among 5 people, there is always one person who is empath, sensitive. It means 20% of human populations on earth is empath, sensitive people. Since I am empath, most of my students are also empath. It is like garden invite the coming of butterfly. The empath people are extreme. Extreme. What I mean extreme is most of the people who have physical and mental illness come from the empath. At the same time, in our cycle of the time, all bringers of the down, all are empath. His Holiness the Great Dalai Lama, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, they are all empath.